Hello and welcome to a video where we're going to learn how to watch the breath. This is part of a series for creating life balance and finding peace of mind, calming the mind. To begin with, it's useful to either sit on the floor if you're able to, cross-legged, or you can sit in a chair. Just make sure that your feet are flat on the ground. In either case, it's good to make sure that you're sitting up straight, not stiff, but with the back fairly straight, so that you can get a fuller breath. And also, it can be quite relaxing, and you might find that if you are kind of hunched over, you might tend to snooze a little bit, particularly if you're going to do this practice in the evening. So once you find the appropriate place to sit, we're simply going to take a couple of deep inhales, and the key is to breathe not into the chest, but to breathe into the abdomen. As you breathe into the abdomen, you might feel it raise just a little bit, and we're going to breathe through the nose. We're going to do this 3 times. Just a deep, slow inhale through the nose, and exhale through the nose. Repeat again. And one more time. Okay, sit for just a moment and breathe naturally through the nose. You might find that you're more inclined to breathe more deeply into the abdomen now. You can start by breathing into the abdomen and kind of expand into the chest. And just sit for a moment. And what we're going to do when we call watch the breath, it's to put our awareness, our attention on our breathing. And the purpose of this is to be able to help focus the mind. There is an analogy or story that is told often in India, in the yogic tradition, about the elephant trainers. Typically, if an elephant is left without something in his trunk, he's very curious, and his trunk is always moving around. So in order for the elephant trainer to keep the elephant sort of under control, he'll give him a chain to hold in his trunk. And he's quite happy just to hold the chain. It gives him something to focus on. The breath gives us something to focus on. So what we're going to do is put our attention on the breath as we breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the nose. This is the first focal point. So really just get used to this process of just really being aware of the air as it passes through your nose into your lungs, and as it passes through your nose out from your lungs. So just begin this process and try it for a few. We'll do it for a couple of breaths just so that you get used to it. So you're going to breathe in, attention on the nose, and breathe out, and breathe in, and breathe out. And what can really help during this process is to what you would call narrate the breath. You can, in your mind, you think, I am inhaling, and I am exhaling. And after you get used to this, you can just simply think to yourself, inhale and exhale. And I'm breathing a little bit quickly here, but we'll go through a process where it'll be a little bit slower, but this is just to give you an idea how the process works. And you can do this for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes. What you'll probably find is after maybe 10 minutes, or maybe sooner, depends on how accustomed you are to this, you can actually just drop the narration and just focus on the breath as it moves in and out. What you might find, though, is that, say, within 15 minutes, the mind becomes active again. You forget that you were supposed to be watching the breath. Your mind is off thinking about things you need to do, or something that happened yesterday in the car. Maybe somebody cut you off in traffic, and it made you very angry, and this comes up at this point in time. That's not unusual. A lot of times what happens is the mind will get calm, and then there'll be sort of a layer that will come forward that's the agitated layer that wants to be let go of. So you just bring your attention back to the breath again. You might want to narrate again just to help keep the mind focused on what you're doing. Like I said, you can do this for any type of duration that you would like to do. And really what this is a way to actually prepare you to sit in a more calm and still sitting meditation. But it's not required to follow up with that. This could simply be done in the morning when you wake up. It could be done before you're having a very important phone call with a client, before you might have a difficult discussion with a family member, just because you would like to be able to calm your mind a little bit more as you go throughout your day. Maybe you're going to go on a hike and you just don't want your mind chattering before you go on a hike. So you can sit and nature is actually a really wonderful time to do this too, just to sit in nature and be able to breathe. So what we're going to do is sit for a few minutes. I'll narrate for you just to help you understand how this works. So we'll begin. We'll just say, I am inhaling. And I am exhaling. And you can leave your eyes open. Many people find if they close their eyes, it helps them focus more. Either one is fine. You can just try and see what works for you. I am inhaling. I am exhaling. And remember, here the focus of attention is on the air as it passes through the nose, into the lungs, and out of the lungs. So I'm going to close my eyes. I'm inhaling. I am exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You may find that at this point your mind may be wandering, it's not focused on the breath. If that's the case, you just simply bring it back to the breath. Don't worry about what you're thinking about, and just continue the practice. And even after 5 minutes, you'll find that you will probably become more calm and more relaxed. It'll give you the opportunity to have a little bit more clarity of thought, to be less emotional. You may find your physical body is not as tense as it might have been when you started the practice. Really, it's just designed for your own self-exploration. So try it out. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you for the next episode. Thank you.